And thank you for have watched that premiere that it was an interview with Glenn Moose. I don't know if anyone is there right now. I know I already see someone there. Who's there? Did you watch the previous? Okay, I'm gonna be waiting for a little bit longer and see if anyone is gonna be there on the other side. So I can say welcome to the live chat, and just for whoever, sometimes there's some people sometimes they slide in the conversation. I just want to remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines, and just be respectful to one another. So the foundation the foundation is done. The foundation website is finished. It's done. It looks beautiful. It was done by Daniela Vasquez. And now, right now, she has been like for more than a month, maybe, in Costa Rica, in a big job over there. From everybody that I know that does websites, highly impressed with her, because she doesn't use any pre-made websites that then she can start adding and putting things in her website. No, she builds the websites from scratch, all the way from zero ground. And she creates very beautiful websites, very interactive. When you go to the website, the foundation website for Jeffrey, that is, you can put join Jeffrey Advocacy.org, and it comes right away. Or you can put Jeffrey's Journey and Legacy, and it will come under www.joinjeffreyadvocacy.org. But if you put Jeffrey Journey and Legacy, it will take you also to Join Jeffrey Advocacy, to the website. And the website is interactive, is a website. Those websites, it doesn't bore you. It's has a lot of activity, has videos, it has images that comes and move, and has a page that is the blog page. It has a lot of articles, and the articles have a lot of pictures and are very informative, excellent articles, extremely informative and entertaining also. So check it out because it's really good. And the movie coming soon. Did you watch the interview, the little interview that I did with Glenn about the movie? What did you guys think? I, I really would love to know about your thoughts. What your thoughts are about all this. I have mine. I think so. I'm starting to have it's like cramps, like stomach ache, because this film is this film is not about fentanyl. So let me explain how this film goes. The film starts, this is why this film is for everybody, literally everybody, because the film just starts with a freaking normal family like us and a normal individual like Jeffrey. And it pumps enters in that trips with what bad individual in his life. In 1 second, he get the taste of fentanyl, no looking for, and stop breathing. And at that moment is at that second when we find ourselves in ICU and brain damage. From that second on, the movie shift. It shifts, the whole thing changes. Fentanyl is never touched again. So we can say that fentanyl is touched in the movie in the first 7 minutes of the movie. Fentanyl is touched because, okay, so yes, if it's a young adults, teenagers, whatever, they will see that the impact, but they will see the entire movie. I mean, with Jeffrey, and they will see the consequences of one stupid decision that can take their life to literally hell and destroy everything that they ever, because no one ever, no matter how pissed you are, no matter how much fun you want to have in life, because you could care less and you don't believe about anything that can happen to you, you're irresponsible, it doesn't matter. No one in this life, doesn't matter how irresponsible, how immature it is, and play with their life without thinking about consequences. No one wants to end like Jeffrey. No one wants to lose their ability to speak. Nobody wants to lose the ability to walk and stand on their own. Nobody wants to lose their ability to use their arms. Nobody wants to lose your ability to eat and to swallow water. Nobody wants to lose the ability to do something for yourself. That is horrible. She said, I want to read this. I cannot imagine the pain and suffering your son and you went through. I am so glad that you have made it a mission that you are sharing Jeffrey's journey. Bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And so anyway, nobody wants to end like that. But that is not the story. The story is about us, all of us American people, people that live in this nation, citizens, residents, illegals, because they're gonna go to the hospital no matter who is in this freaking nation and has to go to the ER one day and has to be at the hospital one day with a loved one in a hospital. This movie is for all of us, because this movie is a movie that it doesn't give you any lies. You know why? It doesn't give you any lies. It's a complete reality because I have 400 videos of what we lived. 400 videos. We have papers, matching videos, matching places, matching times, matching doctors, matching conditions, organs, labs, everything. So it's a puzzle every second that fits well. And then if you have 2 fingers, a forehead of intelligence, like my mom used to say, that you can think a little straight on your own, you realized that what is happening to us in the United States is outrageous, is an abomination. And we all should be absolutely outraged, furious, indignated, and ready to stand for us, for our loved ones, because they're going to need us. And if you're not going to be able to be at that hospital 24/7 and leave your life behind like we did, like we didn't know we were going to find a house or no. When we come home, we had friends that they were bringing us food. We had friends that they were bringing us checks to pay the parking lots and things like that. Let me tell you something. Start fighting right now. Start fighting for yourself. Start fighting for when you get old. Start fighting for your pull-ups. Start fighting for that nurse that is going to be taking care of you. Start fighting for that nurse that is going to be trying to put an IV on you. If she doesn't find the vein, how she's going to treat you. Start fighting for those insurance companies and those hospitals that their only care is who's going to pay them. And case managers, for what we learned in all hospitals that we were, one specific one was the exception of the rule in this sense. Pretty much we saw that all case managers were terrible. And case managers in hospitals is like when I started working and in the oil and gas industry, someone, a big person, hi there, told me, Jessica, I'm going to give you an advice. Never go to HR. Never put a foot on HR. HR is not there to protect an employee. HR is there to protect the company to don't be sued by an employee. HR is to protect the executives, the managers of the company. HR interest is the company, not you. Same case managers. Case managers' interest is the hospital, not you. They could care less about you, the case manager. But we find out in one of the places that we were that this case manager was absolutely adorable. She was amazing, and she treated us like awesome. Every time she saw us, her face just shined up, and And with me especially, we were like the darlings of the hospital. And she hugged me, and she was not that kind of person. She was not known for being like that. And she was just adorable. And one day, George, my husband, says to my ear, "Hey, let's see how all that sweetness and fun of us and all that changes the day that they tell us that we have to leave." And we'll see. Well, it came that day that we had to leave. And of course, that Jeffrey was um, not stable, far to be stable, really far to be stable. It was in a really bad situation himself, Jeffrey, at that moment. And they knew it, and they knew that the mistake was on them. Let me tell you something. That sweetheart became a lioness with sharp teeth after us, because she showed the other side at the second they said it's over. At that second, sweetness went out of the window, and it was like, get the hell out of here. And if you don't, she said this with the other lady, actually, that she was also very, very sweet to me. One time she even came and sat down with me and said how much she admired me, and she was a very strong Christian too, and that it was all that kind of stuff. She came with that one too. And she said, well, she said, "I'm going to tell you something. If you guys don't leave, I'm going to be charging you per day. And per day to be here is going to be the minimum per day is going to be 5,000 plus dollars. This is just for the room." She said, "I'm not telling you that we're going to keep providing medication." She said, "And for sure, we are not giving him therapy." And I thought to myself, "Oh, this is the thing that upset me. When you come straight to my face and you tell me, I don't give a crap about you, Jessica. And I don't give a crap about your son, neither. I don't care if he lives or dies. You know, I only care about money and how much I can gain, and these are my prices. If you can pay me, it's great. And if you don't, I really don't care neither. So if you die, it's your problem, not mine." Those persons, to be honest with you, I have more respect for someone like that talks to you straight in your face what a person truly is, that a snake that comes with a big smile, with all this sweetness, and presents to you all this, and then turns around and with all the poison hit you when you are so vulnerable at the worst moment. And what enraged me is that these hospitals, all of them at the Houston Medical Center, you can look at it, they all are non-profit. They all are non-profit. But every time I told them, because I told that lady, okay, I said, no problem. I said, we can stay under your non-profit. I said, so it's fine. We're staying under your non-profit, your non-profit status. She said, you don't qualify for it. And, but Then they told me that they don't, that Jeffrey has been there for too long. That was the excuse. Oh, see, I said, Jeffrey has been here for too long. That's the excuse. No, that he's recovering, this is something unbelievable, that there's no science book that you guys have this occurred, that all of you should be surrendered his bed and calling all the neurologists and the physiatrics in the city of Houston to see this case, to study this case, to research this case. It's not true that you should be doing that. And this, you actually should be paying us for this one, actually, because this case is one and only. And you guys are doctors and scientific people, so I guess that you guys should be very interested about this case and should be giving everything free to Jeffrey to see in research in science how far this absolutely destroy brain can go. But no, that's not their interest, because their interest has not longer become science. The interest has become how good is their relationship with the insurance companies. That is the truth. So if you get well quickly, good for you. If it's going to take a little bit longer, too bad for you, because you're gonna end in your house. And if you need more help, more time, more expensive medications, there was a nurse in Methodist Hospital at the medical center, that she was a veteran nurse at the medical center. And she has been in ICU. And she told me behind doors that there was a medication, that there was an antibiotic that they could use, but she said, is extremely expensive. And there's one that they use in IV that is extremely expensive, she said, but they can use it and save a lot of people, but they don't use it. So she said, in one occasion, she gave us the name and everything. So whenever would be needed, we know the name of that antibiotic and we demand that antibiotic for Jeffrey. Man, I'm telling you, hey lady, I saw your story and how dedicated you were, and Jeffrey's amazing progress. Came back recently and saw the sad news. I'm so sorry. It's a shame we don't do anything possible for recovery. America healthcare is horrible, Jessica. No, they vultures. The interest is money. Yes, it is. And this is the thing. There's so many things wrap this and this movie that we don't know. Young people, we need young people. We need to wake up the new generation. We need to go to college and start rattling the cages of college kids, because this law that nobody knows that is in Texas, the called Texas Advance Directive Act from 1999, Texas Advance Directive Act. This law that Texas passed, this law has been fought by pro-life movement for 10 years. Because this law is that it gives the rights to hospitals to take custody of your loved one. If they feel that your loved one, baby, toddler, child, boy or girl, husband or wife, young, married, younger, whatever, mom, dad, brother, sister, it doesn't matter if they think that your relative needs to be disconnected. They will start to move in the process, in the procedure of the process, and they will call the ethics committee, which lacks of ethics to begin with, and they're gonna start having a bunch of meetings with you. Be ready to have a very clear understanding of this, and make sure that you indoctrinate everybody to fight for you and to let them know what they're going to answer, because they're going to talk about quality of life. Mind you, this, we're not talking about people that are, because we imagine, oh, people that are going to be disconnected are people that are just like, maybe like Jeffrey, or even worse. No, no, no. They are in hospitals moving so fast in disconnection that is scary. I have someone working in a neuro floor and got saved you of a concussion. And their doctors, that their first word is hospice or disconnection. And the next one is, would you like to donate the organs to save so many people? They are keeping people induced, in coma, induced. They are keeping people induced in coma. There is a little bit machine on the side with fentanyl, and they're keeping them because they want that they be calm, that they be like. They even come and put all the electrodes thing in the head, the neurologist, and they tell you that there's no neuroactivity. They tell you that there's no brain activity. I'm telling you this. They do this. And then when you have an angel, as we had, that tell us, no, look the machine, ask them to start lowering those dose of fentanyl. Ask them to start lowering the dose. Ask them to start waking up Jeffrey. And Jeffrey start waking up and start moving. They start telling you, oh no, there's just reactions. Those are just common physical, just movement and reactions. That's not the person. These people are becoming evil. And there are some nurses. We have a nurse, an ICU. This guy, his name was Carlos, by the way. And he worked at that time the nights in ICU, a Methodist hospital. And he nicknamed Jeffrey Fry Cerebellus. And that's the only way he called Jeffrey, the Fry Cerebellus patient. I was so lost in my pain that had no idea what it was or what's going on until George, my husband, told me. I saw a study not too long ago that says that patients recommended for disconnection whose families refuse, over 50% of them regain some independence within 6 months. We wait 6 to 8 weeks for a broken arm to heal, but only a few days for a brain. Yes, yes, Lacey, yes. You got it. That is what you need to say. That's what we need to say. We need to express those words. Those kind of words you're saying right now are so important. It's exactly what you say. And even when somebody has a stroke in one side of the brain, it takes like a year sometimes for the person to recover. But that you said, it nails it more, because you're putting like an arm, a broken arm, and the rehabilitation that will take for the bone, for the whatever that it is, a hip. And see, this is the situation. But you know what is happening that is so this heartening, that I don't know what's wrong with American people. It's like they engage for 1 second, and the next second they completely forget everything, and they fight for nothing. Nothing. They don't take nothing at heart. They don't take nothing serious. And it doesn't matter that we're telling and screaming at them. We are going to find ourselves in a monstrous situation with us, with our own self, with our loved ones. We will not have to be in a crippled condition, locked in a nursing home at 52 years old or 56 years old, because the doctor and because the insurance company did not approve enough time of recovery at the hospital or in a good rehabilitation center. And then we're going to be the entire rest of our life crippled, vulnerable, speaking, dragging our tongue, not able to speak well or to talk or to eat well, not able to write and to use our arms, just because they didn't give us the time that we needed to recover. And we will live. But like that, this is not acceptable, not right. We can't make them not disconnect unless we have $20 million, though. It was so amazing to see how you fought for him. Well, let me tell you this. Right now in Texas, there is a bill that is right now in the process that they vote for. The bill is called HB 2072. Is Bill HB 2072 right now is at the voting. This one. We need to support that law. This law, I don't care. Democrat, Republicans, freemen, whatever. This law This law is trying to reverse the Advanced Directive Act. This one, right now, is a Congress person, Lacey Hall, actually, that George and I went and talked with after Jeffrey died, and we presented to her the situation. And we presented a request in writing. 3 requests we presented to her. One of them was the situation with disconnection and that law. And she just put it through. And it says that that no longer hospitals or doctors can disconnect anyone without the authorization of their families, of their loved ones, unless that person has already in writing everything that person likes, wants, or doesn't want in whatever circumstance that person find themselves, and that is already there. But in other case, it's not. If they play dumb, because there's also a doctor that he tried to play dumb with us and remove Jeffrey ventilator. And I can tell you that it didn't go well for that doctor. And so I tell you that it says that if a doctor or act like I didn't know, I had no idea that law passed, I had no idea the whatever, it's criminal act if disconnect someone without the approval of their loved ones. This law, this bill 2072 needs to be in every single of our social media pages. We need to fire out with this bill. And we need that this bill pass. This is our chance for this bill to pass. And there's another bill that is coming right behind this one. It's called Bill HB 2025. 2025. And that has to do with whatever brain damage situation, whatever situation with traumatic brain damage, car accident, football player, playing boxing, jiu-jitsu, whatever circumstances that you have a bad husband and beat the crap out of you, whatever situation that you find yourself in, that you have a traumatic brain injury. This law is requesting that this part of the second request that we did to Lacey Hall, and is that the insurance company treat these cases as a chronic, so they can treat the patient for life, and they can assist this patient in rehabilitation, in medication, in equipment, in whatever that they need for life. I already sent an email to her office. I sent it this last week, and I asked her that George and I want to speak in front of Congress and the Senate of Texas. But I'm going to go further, and I want to speak with George in front of the Congress and in the Senate of the United States. I want to share our story to make sure that they take serious what is going on here. And the movie is going to be a big deal because it shows exactly what I am talking about, and it makes you, is going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's going to make you angry. It's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you excited. And it's going to rip in pieces your heart and your soul. And I hope that then we can get united for each other, for each other. So right now we have 6 movie theaters in Texas, that in Houston, sorry, that they playing the movie. So if you go to the Google and you go to Open Your Eyes, Jeffrey documentary, it's gonna show the page, and that page you can send it to everybody, to your social media, to friends, to the school where your children are going, and maybe a request that I go and speak there and share the story to the school that your kids are going, in high schools, junior highs, and because over there it shows the movies and the theaters, the times, and also the trailer is there. And then if you go to the Google and you see, you look for Join Jeffrey Advocacy, then you're gonna see the website, the foundation. First, I am hearing about the movie. That's amazing. Yes, the trailer is out there in YouTube now. Thank you, Lacey. Thank you. Does anybody has any comment about all these? Any stories? I'm gonna announce the 5 playlist that I'm gonna request from all of you. Stories about experiences that you have had at hospitals, in like 20 minutes video that you make of yourself and send it to me. So I'm going to maybe tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, gonna send that announcement for you guys to send me those videos of 20 minutes telling me your situation, what you went through, what you're going through in a hospital or with an insurance company. We're going to talk about, there's going to be an email about sepsis. There's going to be an email about neglect, abuse, malpractice in a hospital, whatever that you're going through in a hospital. And you grab that phone, that cell phone of yours, and start talking and start filming and start telling us what is going on and send that to us. I'm gonna be giving you all the emails very soon. I'm gonna put it actually in the website, in the YouTube channel. I'm gonna write a new description of this channel, and I'm gonna put all the emails. I'm going to have another email that has to do with insurance. If you're going through hell, have gone through hell, if you have a story, just record it and send it to us. And also, if you have a story regarding brain damage, send it to us. And if you have a story that you have dealt with the situation that one of your loved ones, that you have been fought because they have told you that they need to be disconnected, and you have fought against the doctors and the doctors have treated you like a stupid idiot, like many of the mothers and parents that I met in the rehabilitation centers, most of them told me they all had faced the same thing, that they were asked for disconnection and they told them absolutely no, and they were treated like crap after that. Hi, Naomi. I am a nurse, and I had 26 patients in a rehabilitation clinic. It was insane how many patients per nurse we had. I couldn't continue working in those conditions. That's another thing. And that's something that I need to talk about as well. And we need to talk about as well. It's not fair. These hospitals need to hire more people, more CNS, and more nurses. And for rehabilitation centers, more therapists, because they cannot handle that many patients, and they will not be taken care well. Thank you for sharing, Mrs. Gail. A I have a story for you in reference to working in a hospital and experiencing how bad it can be. I would like know where to put this story. Okay, you. A Emily sent me this story. Uh, I'm going to right now just tell you and send me the story of yours because it's super awesome that I have as that can have stories from nurses like you that can speak like Naomi. Also, I would love that. Your experience, your testimonies. So tomorrow I'm going to create an email that is going to be for you guys, and it's going to be um, I don't know what you guys want me to say, nurses or nursed, um, at join Jeffrey Advocacy .org email, or nursed, or something. Right now, you can actually send me those videos, Naomi and Emily, 20 minutes video. You can send those to me because this actually is a great idea and I'm super excited about it. So you can send me this 20-minute video. You can go to the website. So the website is, you can go quickly if you go joinjeffreyadvocacy.org or Jeffrey's Journey and Legacy.org. Look for the website, and then you look the part that says join us. In join us, in the bottom we have all the rules of the game. Basically, when it's the video that has to be recorded horizontal in your phone and around 20 minutes long, and just things like that we don't make ourselves responsible for if we lose or somebody else steal your video, because in these days they're cloning us and we cannot make ourselves responsible for that, because God knows they're cloning everybody, voices and everything right now. But if because I had not created or think about a list about nurses and CNS and people like you guys that are incredible to have. And I spoke with Jessica, one of my Jeffrey's nurses, and she is going to be in Jeffrey's Foundation board. And I'm so excited about that. And just so I'm going to ask you to send it to contact at joinjeffreyadvocacy.org. Contact at joinjeffreyadvocacy.org. And you can send me the email, you can send me your video, and I'm going to look at it, and then I'm going to create a specific email for persons like you guys in the medical field. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. I really appreciate it. Anybody else have comment, idea, something to help me to distribute, to see how we can let people know about the movie, and it's coming soon. I'm going to let everybody know in what movie theater we're going to be in Houston. If anybody has an idea, I'm so open. Oh, I have also the phone number from the foundation as well. I just got it. I think so they set it up something wrong though, because every time that I'm getting I'm trying to send a text from that phone number, it's telling me you cannot send it from this country or something like that. And I'm thinking, how this woman set up this line out of this country? What that means? So I'm gonna have to find a way to go tomorrow afternoon. But I'm gonna put the phone number there. The phone number is in the website as well. I don't remember the phone number right now. I just got it. Anything else? Ideas? Comments? Well, I want that you spread the word about this. Send the movie trailer, whatever short that you have from this channel, and just run the word around. And thank you so much to all of you. You are such a strong wall behind me that I can lean and rest upon all of you. You said, I said, I'm curious what you think of being an organ donor. Do you think it might make them encourage this connection more quickly? Emily, God bless you. I look forward to sharing my stories with you. Yes. Lacey, I say, what is it? I have a story for you in reference to working in a hospital and experiencing how bad it can be. I would like know. Oh yeah. So the organ donor is becoming danger now. That's what I think. Does anyone ever? Probably all of you are so young, but when I was growing up, there was a woman in a woman. There was a movie in the early 80s maybe. The name of the movie was Coma, and I believe that it was with Kevin, this actor that became very famous. That he was in the movie What Laid Beneath, something like that. What Laid Beneath? Kevin Costner is the movie was Coma. I'm gonna watch that movie again because, man, we're there. I'm gonna start putting, some cuts of that movie in the shorts. That's true. It's so creepy. It's becoming creepy. It's sad to say this because how sad this can be is admirable, and it's so beautiful when someone receives an organ to live by someone else. And if someone dies, that they know that they did something so beautiful to donate an organ for someone that can live. Isn't that beautiful? And now I'm becoming so jaded that every time I see these YouTube organ donors, heroes, the heroes walk, I just look and I go, does that person was really going to die? Does I wonder if their family really knows what's going on? It's just sad and creepy. It's like I feel that I'm in a movie of Alfred Hitchcock. It's just horrible. Disgusting. Disgusting. This has to end somehow, in the sense of that something has to change. And if we nag enough, I'm creating a tsunami of naggers. And we women are well known for nagging. And they can get together in a lot of meetings and said, we're going to have to change this procedure, and we're going to have to change this policy, and we're going to have to adopt this new rule and things like that, because we created a movement. We need a movement. That's what we need. I was always a donor, but recently started thinking differently. So when I went to get my new ID, I asked to not be a donor anymore, but they didn't change it because I am still listed a donor on my new ID. Huh? There. I don't know what to tell you. Go and change it. Change it. I don't care. Heck, what they thinking? It's not their life, not their organ, it's yours. Actually, I think in my driver license, I no longer have it. I need to follow up and get it changed, probably. Do some mistake. Yes, I had it too. Jeffrey had it too. Repulsive. Okay, well, everybody, thank you, Lacey. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you, Emil. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Thank Miss Gail. So I'm so glad I was here a little bit with you guys. Love you all. And Mama's Life, all the journey, all of you. Love you. Thank you for your support. You guys have never abandoned me. Thank you so much. Be with me, please. Help me. Help me to multiply and become a big bunch of women, strong and mighty to fight. Thank you. Bye. Love you, girls. Bye.